And now to politics. The Center for Democracy has criticized the amendment made by the National Assembly to alter the order of the 2019 general elections. The center, which held a session in Abuja praising 30 years of democratic transition in Africa, says that the amendment will affect preparations for the polls. Correspondent Amadine Uyi reports.
The lecture was a review of about 3 decades of democratic transition in Africa. Chairman of the event and former chairperson of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Atari Rujaga said thriving democracies are usually strengthened through a transparent electoral process.
The integrity of elections helps to bring about good, responsible governance. Of course, again, it's a continuum, but that is the basic. Unless people know that votes count and that they can be removed by the voters, rather than they every 4 years buying their positions through the electoral process, then obviously they will not be responsible and they will not be responsive as elected representatives of the people.
He adds that a successful democracy must place the desires and needs of voters as priorities.
What is important is that voters are critical. Citizens as voters are important, and they have to be listened to, and those they have voted for as their elected representatives have to be responsive to their needs and their aspirations.
A review of the Nigerian electoral process was also placed in perspective. The Executive Director of the Center for Democracy and Development, Hidayat Hassan, criticized the ongoing Electoral Act amendment by the National Assembly, saying the change in order of elections would affect preparation for the polls.
I think that will not actually help the planning of INEC, who have already released a timetable. Then at times we should not also upset the system, because you may also recollect that in the 2010 amendment there was an attempt to do this, and at the court this was quashed by the courts. It's like a fact for us to see that we are a hybrid system. We strive to be democratic when it suits us, and when it doesn't suit us, we are told a part of autocracy.
From Abuja, Amadine Uyi, STV News.
Well, fuel hawkers are having a field day on the streets of Abuja as long queues persist at petrol